Hi everyone, welcome to day 6 of our 7 Days to Court Confidence, your daily pickleball tip for brand new players. Today we're going to dive into the serve and return and also the 2-bounce rule. Let's dive in. Starting with the serve, which is a crucial aspect of pickleball. When it's your turn to serve, you must stand behind the baseline and hit the ball diagonally across the net, aiming to land it within the opposite diagonal service court. Now, here's the catch. The serve must be hit underhand with an upward motion, and you must strike the ball below your waist with an upward trajectory. When you start a new game, the serve always starts on the right hand or even side of the court. If you win a point while serving, you then switch to the left hand side. And if you lose a point, then it goes to the opponent's side, and they do exactly the same thing. Now you keep switching until you get to a winning score of 11, win by 2. And which side of the court you serve on is based on how many points you have. If you have an even score, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10, you would serve on the right side or the even side. If you have an odd score, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so forth, you would serve on the left side or the odd side. So what you're doing is switching from side to side for each subsequent point when you win a point while you are serving. When returning a serve from your opponent, the same rules apply to your opponents as well, which is they serve from the side based on their score. The key thing to remember is that when you are the returner, it doesn't matter what your score is, as you must stand diagonally based on where your opponent's standing and what their score is. When serving in doubles, the same concept of odd and even sides still apply, but each player in each team gets to serve. The first server will continue to serve until they lose the rally. Then the serve goes to their teammate, and again, that person serves until they lose a rally. Once the second person loses a rally, that is called a side out, meaning your team lost both their service opportunities. Now it's the other team's chance to serve, in which both of them get to serve, just like we just outlined for our team. When your team is serving, the odd and even still applies in the sense that if you're the first server on the right-hand side, which is the even side, and you win a point, you and your partner would switch sides and you would serve on the odd side. You only switch positions on the court with your partner if you win a point while you are serving. When returning in doubles, the same concept applies what we covered earlier for returning in singles play. However, there is an advantage to returning in doubles play, as the player on your team who is not receiving the serve can stand on their side at the non-volley zone. So why is that? Because the server is serving to your half of the court, and because of the 2-bounce rule, which we'll go over in just a moment, it doesn't have to affect your partner at all when you return the ball, because that will be the second shot. And as we know, when you return the ball, you want to join your partner at the non-volley zone as quickly as you can to gain an advantage in the rally. Moving on to the 2-bounce rule. It's actually quite simple. Each team must allow the ball to bounce once on their side of the court before they can hit it out of the air. Hitting it out of the air is called a volley. So let me walk you through how the 2-bounce rule works during a typical pickleball rally. When the serving team serves the ball, it must bounce once on the receiving team side before they can return it. Then once the receiving team returns the ball, it must also bounce once on the serving team side before they can volley it back. The 2-bounce rule is a fundamental part of pickleball designed to keep the game fun and fair for everyone. So embrace it, practice it, and enjoy the thrill of the game. Stay tuned for day 7 as I discuss the non-volley zone. Until then, I'll see you on the court.